round of J&C Mowers Junior Dragsters.
That looks like it for the Junior Dragsters, Stu.
Yeah, it looks like it, and we should be having
Super Street should be coming through the tunnel very shortly.
Which is a bracket that you and I do keep a close eye on fairly regularly, because Frank and I, for those people that are new here to Sydney Dragway, Frank and I do the commentary on our Wednesday night street meets, Race for Real. And for those people out in the crowd, you know, you guys can come out here and race your own car down the quarter mile.
Keeping it off the streets, as we say.
Yeah. But Super Street is kind of the natural progression. Once you come out to a street meet, some people get the bug and think, you know what, I want to come racing.
That's right.
What's the best way for me to go about it?
I ended up coming racing, but I always end up here. I'd just like to take this moment to take a big thank you to Liqui Moly. Founded in Germany over 50 years ago, Liqui Moly is one of Europe's leading brands of high-quality lubricants and fuel and oil additives. Working closely with many of the world's best car makers, our products are developed, tested, certified to the exacting standards you would expect of a leading German manufacturer. Liqui Moly formulations are ideal for prestige, performance, muscle and classic cars, as well as four-wheel drives and competition engines. See friendly staff at Liqui Moly trade stand here on the Eastern Mound, as we got Philip Armstrong and John Kerr out for the first of the Super Street into this round.
Yeah, John Kerr out there, the 64 Mercury Comet running the 302 Windsor, and Philip Armstrong, the St Mary's Engines 355 Holden motor.
This is the second round of racing for the Super Street, Stu.
Yeah, it is. It's very much game on, because some of the cars that I can see coming out are extremely
Very
tough.
close dial-ins. We've got a red light from John Kerr. Just a double away would have been a great reaction time if it was a little fraction later, but he's lost it because he ran the red light. The win goes to Philip Armstrong running through. He broke out as well.
Yeah, Philip Armstrong broke out.
Only just broke out running through for 11.344 at 188 kilometres an hour in the Commodore.
Right, one of the heavy hitters of Super Street, Stanley Kataris, the Arthur and Troy's Automotive Ford Capri, about to take on Kylie Tanner from South Australia, the GTR Suppliers and Outlaw Speed Shop. LJ Tirana running the 253 Holden motor.
That's not something you see every day. The 253 had a lot of potential. It was only a small 4.2 litre V8. It's a very small V8. But lots of potential to rev, so you can get a bit of power out of them. But she's dialed in 11.74, so it must be a mighty power 253 to an 11.09 for Stan. So Kylie will take off that fraction quicker. That's 1.5 lights quicker.
A very good reaction time as well from Kylie Tanner, 0.021. Stanley Kataris, though, doing the chasing. Now, you don't want him to break out. And he got the win.
He just took that in the top end there. Would have been very close on the finish line. We look up at the replay. Was that the replay or is that them finishing?
That's them finishing 11.10. As we see James Barnes in the Big H Racing Ford Falcon 347 cubic inch Boss motor in the front of it, taking on Samuel Franz from Henley Beach in South Australia. The Comp Engines and Joe's Towing Ford ZZ Fairlane.
351 Windsor. Now, James is known to me as Jimmy Barnes, because everybody knows who Jimmy Barnes is. That's my nickname for James Barnes. Jimmy Barnes is a very good Super Street racer. He has another car as well in a different bracket, but it's not here today. But this XR Falcon with the 347 Windsor Boss in it is a mighty car. Dial-in of 11.39 to 11.66 for the Fairlane. Jimmy should be able to run him down. He's usually pretty good in the top end towards the finish line. Looks like it's going to be very close. Oh, not quite.
Double breakout, but Samuel Franz broke out by the least amount. So he's through to the next round of Super Street as Mick Walsh comes out in his street-driven VY Commodore.
Against Robert Winterburn in his Commodore, which is not street-driven. It's a VH Commodore with a Holden 330 in it, so it's a 308 stroke, I would say. Pine Mountain Performance, Weaver's Auto Body Restoration are his sponsors. They're away, very close dial-in. It's only 1/10 in it.
And not much in the
VY's
reaction.
got a bit more in the top end by the looks of it. Looks like Michael might take the win here. Oh, it's going to be close. And Robert takes the win for an 11.27.
Yeah.
They both broke out. He broke out by the least at 189 kilometres an hour. Up next, we have the one-tonner versus the HQ two-door Monaro.
Yeah, it's Pat Furiolo down there, Frank, in the one-tonner.
Lonic, the Jemic.
The Jamin.
The Jamin.
That's how you pronounce
That's
it.
right, yeah.
Majil Demolition.
I should put my
Monaro.
glasses on.
454, big block Chev.
Well, a small block 350 Chev in the HQ 1-tonner.
Pat Furiola, you and I have seen him at our bracket meets, and an extremely tough racer. Used to having plenty of runs against Stan Nicataris.
Both dialing in for an 11-second bracket. 11.48 for Pat, 11.71 for Lonick. So the Monaro runs the 11.71. A little bit far, quicker off the line with the light. 0.059 reaction to a 0.042 reaction time. So the reaction time is very close. It's going to take it to the wire at the finish line. Looks like Lonick's out in front, but will he break out? He did the double breakout once again, but Pat takes the win for the lower breakout at 11.